I'll follow your lead.
All righty, and yes, we're back in Studio B. We're just having a little chat right here. Ian Anderson, our political analyst, in this morning, talking more about what happened yesterday, and we were just discussing all the executive orders, a slew, I mean, a tidal wave, whatever word you want to throw out there, coming down. Yes, exactly. How long does it take to sort of weave our way through all of these? I mean, this is going to be months in the making.
Maybe years. I mean, we saw things from the 14th Amendment ban. Removal, that'll definitely end up in the courts.
Okay.
We look at the oil and gas pieces of legislation. Some of those will move quickly. Some of those may face court challenges. Same thing with some of the immigration reform. I think the key takeaway from this is that the federal government has power, but again, it depends on where you live, and so it's really important to pay attention to local and state government.
There's a lot of conversation also around TikTok yesterday.
Right, so important stuff, right? So TikTok, right? We've seen a lot on the campaign trail. The recent Supreme Court ruling that was going to uphold the ban on TikTok. And then, a whirlwind kind of change. The president had issued an executive order that's going to stay that Supreme Court ruling. Now he's going to review
75 days or something.
Something to that effect. I know that what I read is that he's going to review with his advisors, kind of on the best way to move forward, because again, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, or any of these other social media platforms, information security, privacy is paramount. This is not the first time that we've had challenges with social media. Facebook, Cambridge Analytica, for example, and they're in 2016. So the reality is, social media is something that is going to be an ongoing. It's prevalent in our society. You've got those social media journalists, right, quote unquote, and so I think regulation of that is going to be important. We even saw executive orders around removing government regulation around censorship and social media.
They talk about it as free speech, putting the free speech back in there. What does that mean? Does that mean they're doing away with the fact checkers? Or?
Well, I think they keep it, yes, as Meta has done. I think ultimately the takeaway from that is it's important that you get your information from a variety of sources, take everything with a grain of salt. I highly recommend anything related to government laws. Look at things like, look to your local news stations, but also look at things like Ballotpedia, GovTrax. Go straight to reliable sources before you get too excited on things like that.
And one question that we had in from earlier today, and it dealt with sort of a meme during the swearing-in ceremony that we just kind of saw here, was that Melania Trump moved in sort of late after the oath of office was already being administered to President Trump. So technically didn't have his hand on the Bible when he took the oath. Does that matter?
It's more of a ceremonial piece. I'd say at most it was a faux pas, but I really don't think we should read too much into that. It doesn't make his presidency.
Hand is up. He's repeating the oath.
Right. The Supreme Court justice is there. It's very legitimate. Like I said, ceremonial, faux pas, but there's much more to focus on, I think.
Yeah, president feeling he had much more things to do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and he got right to work, and and then TikTok is here to stay, right? That's a big takeaway from today, right? So,
Ian Anderson, thank you so much for being here this morning for 2 hours and sharing your insight. Appreciate that.
Love it.
All right.